Hi, everyone. Um, Nice to see you, although I can't see you, but I mean, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a lot of videos lately. I posted one with Dee Dee last time before bed. Sometimes, I don't know, just spontaneously want to share some transmissions about things that are going on, like my crown chakra opening and my all these things going on with these ascension symptoms. And yeah, we are just getting out of Mercury retrograde today and the new moon in Leo, which is all about majesty and sovereignty and being your unique self. And so these energies are really strong, and it's uh, it's just been a really powerful month, July. We had two eclipses. We also, back in June, we had the Schumann resonance spike at over 150 hertz, which is, we've never actually experienced that. And today I was having a conversation with some wonderful women that came over and spent the day and shared in a circle. Um, Very spontaneous. It just kind of happened, and people just kept joining. It was like three people, six people, eight people. So, yeah, I created the space at the Regeneration Oasis to open that time space portal, I guess, for us to explore consciousness and what that means for each one of us uniquely, but also as we are dreaming the dream of this reality collectively together, because we are part of a collective dream, and we we might have inherited a type of a nightmare, which I don't know about you guys, but I definitely had a lot of nightmares as a child. And it's been pretty dense here, and there's been a lot going on, but we're being supported now with these energies. So um, I mean, supported as in the frequencies are rising. So that means a lot of density and old patterns and old belief systems have to go. And that's causing a lot of chaos. But again, out of chaos is transformation, and new stars are born this way. So we have to just trust the unfolding of what's going on. I know there's big talks about climate change right now and what's going on the planet, but I have a kind of cosmic perspective on what's happening. I'm actually going to post down below. I'm not going to forget this time because I always forget to post. It's like once I'm done, I'm done, I'm off, and I just say my little thing about what's going on, how I'm feeling in this ascension process. And yeah, it's just to get the word out that we're in this together, that this is a global phenomena, but it's also a cosmic phenomena. And actually, speaking of which, we just entered the year of the white magnetic wizard um, with the Mayan. This is a 13 moon almanac, so it's was left coded information about the time space reality by the Mayans. So yeah, I love following this. Last year I didn't get one in the physical, and I do enjoy kind of looking over these energies. And they also link with the I Ching, which is the ancient way of understanding ourselves in time, I guess, or feeling the energies of the day. So yeah, so that's what's going on there. And I just realized that I don't know how come my subscribers are going up, because I haven't been doing very much. But I just want to say that this is probably my last video using Sun Heart Harmony. My website is finally almost done. Mosquitoes. and after that, I will be posting the Regeneration Oasis YouTube channel and what's going on here. And yeah, there will be maybe interviews with people that are going to be speaking here, or energy healers. There's so many interesting people doing all kinds of things, like even today meeting women that it ended up being just women, but obviously men are welcome too, but it just is that way. It just seems like these circles just form naturally this way. And yeah, it was really interesting to hear about energy healers and all that, but also about really taking care of yourself, of filling your own cup. It's so important because when you're a nurturer and you give, or your energy, you have a lot of energy, but then sometimes you're feeling depleted and all that. So it's so important to replenish ourselves. And I'm so grateful to be living here, and in the morning I can just walk bare feet and do some, energy work, qigong. I've got these like mudras that I started doing, and kind of bringing in the energy very naturally. There's a wonderful Chandler light worker named Romeo Barron that my good friend Nancy shared with me, and I'm going to also post underneath. I'm going to post like just different links that can help bring in more light, more um, activations, I guess, because we are activating right now. Our DNA is shifting, as Sandra Walters talks about a lot in her videos. And there's just, it's, you can't deny this, even though it's going to probably take mainstream scientists and everyone to catch on, maybe a decade or maybe longer. It's after they're going to look back and they're going to at history, and they're going to say, oh, this was actually happening. So we're becoming more crystalline, just there's more photonic light coming in. And so, and these times were prophesied. The 2012 was really the beginning of the end of a huge cycle, a 26,000 year cycle. I've talked about it on my other channels, but it's good to have a broader perspective on what's going on. And obviously, climate change is happening on our planet. That's and not I'm not denying that. And humans have been having a detrimental impact on the planet. And these are all ways that, I mean, we can plant trees, we can take care of the soil, we can eat plant-based diets. All of these things will reduce drastically, especially from the West, because we're the ones polluting the most, like the G20 countries. So we really need to, gain awareness and consciousness about that, which I'm sure everyone here is already aware of that. But, ooh, little chipmunk. And every morning there's these hummingbirds too, and dragonflies, and all kinds of frogs, like toads, and then these tiny little, like I had these little gold ones and then black ones. And anyways, it's like a biodiverse ecosystem here, and the fireflies are probably going to start up soon. And yeah, also light beings. In the middle of the night, sometimes I wake up and I look out, and there's lots going on out there. I think being open, um, and again, I'm open to benevolent, high frequency, um, the ones that are here to serve humanity, and the ascension process is what I'm connecting with. Anything else, I really don't have any interest, and I don't want to go around any negative energies or entities or any of that. I've never actually dabbled with any of that, and I do feel really protected, and very grateful for that. I also get a lot of synchronicities that are showing me that I'm on my path, and I don't have to force anything, And this year with the white um, magnetic wizard year, it's magnetism is a feminine energy of receptivity, of just putting things out there and then receiving. And again, I think when it's aligned with your path in a way that maybe we don't always understand. At least I don't. But I'm a Pisces, so I feel it, but I don't. I don't always understand exactly what's going on. But I'm getting to a place of trusting more and more, and that goes with also all of these incredible energies happening, and the fact that my outer reality is reflecting a lot of the inner peace that I'm feeling these days now. Although I've been shaken up, I'm sure a lot of people there's still stuff coming up, whether it's in the more you know intimate connection or soulmate connection. There's been a lot coming up for that. I'm wishing a lot of just space to heal and to transform, and allowing that and just trusting that, which is you know took me a while to get here. I needed to I had a lot of my own issues of I guess rejection or abandonment, which are mine, but they're also the collective. So part of what we're doing is healing the collective, not just our own. So many mosquitoes. I put a little bit of citronella on, but they're still, we're in the country. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, and also that Mercury retrograde. That's something that it's an energy that allows us to review and reflect on the past, and now today it actually stations and then goes forward. And I think we had 6 or 7 planets in retrograde, so there might have been a lot of like nostalgia and you know just old memories coming up to be reviewed and to see how we feel about them. And thankfully I've had time and energy and focus to reveal these, and then to be with them and to transmute them. You know, I am. That's why we're here, basically, to upgrade and transform and serve the collective consciousness. I think I'm starting to really understand that, and we're very powerful beings. We're creating our realities, and we're part of this collective dream. So the more of us, understand the laws of frequency and vibration and harmony, and where we want to situate ourselves, and in our realities, we can take back the control of our energy, and really tune in. And yeah. So, having said that, I'm in a I've positioned myself to live this lifestyle in order to assist myself in the ascension. And as I do that, I'm able to be in the world from a more centered place. And just that is enough, I think, to shift. And then, like I said, creating a space that allows us to explore all this is feels really good. You know. I'm gonna do my best to make things work. I'm working hard, just keeping this place up, um, and getting help here and there from my family and from some friends. So I appreciate that. And yeah, what else did I want to talk about? Actually, I had this card that came out from my deck that I got in Sedona. Attunement messages from my God self to my human self, which is a good reminder. So it says, I cannot lose what is mine. I cannot keep what is not mine. So that's a good one for anyone out there who is, in this new moon energy. Is really about setting intentions for what's going to grow into the full moon and into this Lionsgate portal, which is a huge portal where the star Sirius aligns with the pyramids in Egypt, and is a very powerful gateway portal. So the more of us tune into this, I think that's why I do this channel. Maybe 1, 2, 3 people might tune into this and join the collective in these intention settings for assisting Gaia and humanity in this ascension and to a higher frequency connection as one consciousness, sharing, this planet, this biosphere, this the hydrosphere, the lithosphere, the all the spheres within the spheres. We're sharing this atmosphere too. The where we breathe, and the water, the hydrosphere. Everything is linked. Everything, and it's all us. And then how we conduct ourselves in this reality is, and where we're going is determined by where we are in the now. So in this now moment, I understand that I cannot love what is mine, and I cannot keep what is not mine. I cannot lose, I mean, because everything is love. But yeah, so I'm basically saying, like, what's meant to be will be, and what is meant to be released and also loved for everything, for all the lessons, for all the transformation. So any relationships, just anything that needs to transform is now the most auspicious time to do that. I mean, it's always times of transformation, but we're really accelerating the process now, because the collective, every day people are waking up and transforming and waking up, really, like this 11/11 thing that some of us had back in 2011 is just more and more people are talking about it. And I think just becoming more normal now to be spiritually awakened. And yeah, pretty soon we're gonna reach that tipping point where the collective dream has definitely shifted, and it already has, actually. So now we're just remembering what we did in order to bring us into that higher potential, and which is already done, and it's already been prophesied. So all we have to do is align with our hearts. I think that's really what it comes down to. And now with this Leo energy, we're well aligned to do that. So we can just align with our hearts and set the intention tonight, for tonight or tomorrow or in the next few days, really, because these energies keep going and going. But just to really set the intention for the world you want to be in, for the reality that you want to embody, the being, the graceful being, the patient being, the aligned, harmonious being. So mm, that's what I'm working on, and sharing that. Um, yeah. So maybe I'll pull a card too for the energies from the mystical shaman, because it's fun to do that for the collective. I feel like the other card was a bit of a personal one, that I needed a message that I need to let go, let go and let God, to see what's gonna happen, and surrender, and not try to push anything, and just love, just send it out into the field, you know, all your loved ones, anybody who's not feeling well or doing well, or having a hard time with these ascension symptoms, which can be pretty brutal right now if we're not aligning with that higher timeline and higher frequencies. And could be really hard for a lot of people. So I send out some love and support for everybody. And that includes myself, for when stuff comes up and I need to process and cry and release, and you know. So these energies are, oh my god, number 5. 5 is just crazy lately. 555, always 5. And this is number 5. And the card is the beloved. Hmm. That's interesting. I never got that card before. So number 5. Oops. Okay. I'm just going to read this, and then I'll say goodnight. And also that I'll be having an event here on the Lion's Gate on the 8/8 portal. Do a cacao ceremony, and Yeah, that's going to be sent out soon. So, the essence, the beloved is the recognition of spirit in another and moving towards spirit through the other. It is when the divine appears to us in the form of our child, our partner, our friends, and we experience being in love. As we grow, we start to recognize the beloved in everyone, not confusing their personality with their divine nature. Accept the invitation to learn through the path of love. Expand your being through union with another. When you recognize the beloved in another, you call forth their highest and purest nature. Follow the path of love. And the medicine is be careful with romantic love and the kind of love that you fall in and out of. Own all the projections you have placed upon the person you are dreaming of. Remember that they are only mirroring back your own deep longing rather than revealing their true selves. If you fail to notice this, be prepared to walk through the fire of strong emotions once again. Wow. So, another thing that's happening right now, as a lot of people are probably aware of, is this whole, twin flame soul partner journey. Because with all these karmic releases, we've been experiencing even past life, um, releasing and transmuting a lot of those old karmic patterns that we can't take with us into this ascension. So this card is really powerful because that's the whole thing. We're learning about love in all its forms, and sometimes those attachments can be so painful when they don't work out, and when and I and but then it's also empowering to connect to yourself and to go within and to find the self healing and the self worth and the self love that you need when you are on your own. So I think being alone, alone is all one. It's not. It's depends how you perceive it. Um, you can be alone and very happy and satisfied and enjoy that time because then you're with others and so I personally am enjoying that, and I'm going to take this energy to really embrace the fact that I get to spend more time on my own and I'm not projecting um, anymore onto someone, that energy, you know. So that energy can come back into self and projects and like they said, your child, your animals, your and nature, just we can express love in so many ways in every day. And yeah, so that's my little rant. um, I wish you a happy new moon and Lionsgate portal, and may these energies support you into your higher timeline and transforming into your higher self as we ascend. Thank you. Have a good night. Namaste. Ah.